Hi everyone, welcome to Cooking with the Library. I hope you enjoyed Talisa's mochi ice cream last week. That was really cool. Today's recipe is a watermelon, feta, and basil salad, and it comes from this cookbook. It's the American Test Kitchen, the Complete Summer Cookbook. And what I love is that the tagline is, beat the heat with 500 recipes that make the most of summer's bounty. And that's kind of what we've been doing on Cooking with the Library so far. So today's bounty is watermelon, which is really in season right now. So what I did is I went ahead and chopped up the watermelon, I sprinkled some sugar on it, and I left it in a colander and let it drain. Watermelon has a lot of liquid. You want some liquid, but you don't want as much as it has. The other thing that I did is I chopped up some shallots, I chopped them into rings, and I put them in this bowl with white vinegar, salt, a little bit of sugar, and some crushed red pepper, which is gonna add a little spice. So we let that soak for a little bit, and now I've added those to the bowl as well. So now we're gonna add some really cool things to kind of take the sweetness of the watermelon and add some different flavors. The first is cucumber. This is an English cucumber, so it doesn't have a lot of seeds, which means it's not gonna have too much indigestion issues. And we just chopped it up and let it drain, and we dried it a little bit, so we're gonna add that. We're also gonna add some chopped kalamata olives. It's supposed to be about a half a cup. This is about 3/4 of a cup because I like olives. This is gonna add a nice salty and briny flavor to the salad. All right, and then we're gonna add to our bowl that had the vinegar and had the crushed red pepper that the shallot soaked in, we're actually gonna make a little bit of a dressing. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna add about 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and we're gonna about 1/2 teaspoon of pepper. And then we're going to, hopefully without making a mess this time, Angelique's smiling at me, add 3 tablespoons of olive oil. All right, no mess so far. All right, now I don't have a whisk, which would be very helpful, but I don't actually need it. I'm just gonna use this tablespoon mixture, and I'm gonna whisk all this together. So this kind of creates a vinaigrette that is gonna be the dressing for our salad. All right, so that's good to go. So we're gonna go ahead and add the vinaigrette to the salad. And I have 2 spoons here. We're gonna go ahead and toss this a little bit, just to kind of get that vinaigrette mixed in with the olives and the shallots and the cucumber. Also makes it very pretty with the green and the red. It's like Christmas in July. And then finally, the last 2 things we're gonna add, one is feta cheese. Now, if you don't like feta cheese, you can maybe add something else, but I like feta. It has kind of a funk to it, but it's actually a nice flavor that mixes really well with the sweetness of the watermelon. And then finally, our friend Sarah Miller, who's our branch services manager, grows a lot of really great basil at her house, so she provided us with some fresh basil. All I did was tear it. I didn't want to bruise it too much. I didn't want to chop it up too much. So all I did was tear it, and we're gonna add the fresh basil on top as well, if I can get it all out. And then one more toss to get all this put together. I love this recipe. I think it's nice, and I think a lot of people, how many of you all grew up putting salt on watermelon? That's kind of like an old classic Southern tradition. This is kind of the same thing, but it adds some really different flavors, not just plain salt. All right, now that it's all mixed up, I'm gonna show it to you guys. So this is our watermelon, feta, and basil salad. So we hope that you try this recipe. This book is available, you can put it on hold today. It is available via curbside. Just a reminder, we are doing curbside service at our main library, as well as our Belmont, BC at BC, Cherryville, Tech at Lowell, and Union Road branches. Our other branches are still under construction, but they're gonna look great when they're done. And also check out our YouTube page. This will be posted on our YouTube page. We have a lot of great content, not just from here at the main library, but from all of our branch locations for all ages. We'll see you next time on Cooking with the Library.